So here's a look at my own personal version of compensatory acceleration training, also known as CAT training. And the modification that I use, I only use this when I'm not peaking. I use it as maintenance, and I use it to keep my work capacity very high. One of the things I've noticed is I've been able to still squat over 700 pounds no problem without touching weights over 455. And I thought this was really interesting. And when I look at the SAID principle, the thing that stands out the most is how am I going to adapt? So I'm either going to adapt to a high amount of volume, or I'm going to adapt to a high intensity. And because I can't do a high intensity all the time, especially because injuries, it forces me to lift lighter. And using this method has been really fun for me and challenging, and I can see a lot of subjective gains in that. I notice over time with working with the same weights, I notice I can move them better and better. So in this workout, you see me using 515 for sets of 5, and I perform 9 sets in 23 minutes. I always give myself 25 minutes, but I cut the workout 1 set short because my technique is loosening up, and the speed is slowing down. So when you're doing compensatory acceleration training, that is what is important. It is important to keep your technique crisp, and it is important to have a very violent, forceful intent on the bar. I'm not being as violent ripping the bar as I could. I haven't deadlifted in a few weeks because of a grip issue. I'm having a forearm injury, so I'm a little bit tentative off the floor, but the intent is still there at the lockout, and I'm still trying to constantly accelerate the bar. I've used this on all of my lifts. So I use this in bench press and squat. I really enjoy doing the squat and the deadlift, especially if you're working out with someone else. It gets really fun. One of the things that stands out with most people when I mention that this is how I do it is they say that for speed training or CAT training I'm doing too many sets. But as I said, the primary focus on CAT training is on that acceleration. But when I'm doing these in the off season, and I'm trying to focus on keeping my work capacity high and building up a very, very big foundation. And when you do a lot of sets, you keep the volume high, you're definitely building up the foundation. So when I did this the first time, I felt like I didn't do enough work. 5 sets of 5, it took me like 13 minutes, 13 minutes, and I felt like I didn't work out, so I had to go find a whole bunch of other things to do. And I'm the kind of person who just likes to do the same lift. I don't like to vary my movements too much in one workout. So I tried doing a lot more. I tried sticking with 25 minutes, and I just said, alright, at 60%, I'm going to give myself 30 seconds of rest per rep. At 70%, 45 seconds, and at 80%, 1 minute rest. And at the 60% one with 30 seconds of rest, doing sets of 5, I had an awesome workout. I found it very challenging. And as I said before, training like this, I can still always lift well above 90%. So it works, it's fun, and I'm in and out of the gym in 40 minutes.